Hey everybody, it's Micah for Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the City of Sapulpa.
And welcome back, guys. It is a cool, cloudy, pretty crisp
It's cold.
Monday. Yeah, it's cold. She's wearing a sweater, y'all,
I am.
with all your air holes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Never living that down. That was a good time.
Did you mow your yard this weekend?
Do what?
Did you mow your yard this weekend?
No, because I don't mow my yard. Actually, as a matter of fact, my neighbor mows my yard, and I pay him to do it. He's already out there mowing his own yard, and so we set up that deal a long time ago where I pay him to mow my yard, and he does a really great job at it.
Did he mow it this weekend?
I won't know. Actually, I think he mowed it like last week.
Oh, okay.
Sometime. Or maybe the weekend before the spring break. I don't remember.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Well, I mowed mine this weekend.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. So it's ready to go. It was the perfect spring weather.
It was good.
Doors open, windows open.
Yes, we had the house opened up also.
Yeah.
Until yesterday, and then we closed the house, turned the
Yeah.
heater on.
Yes.
Did you turn your heater on?
Yes.
Good grief, people.
I know.
We're getting into that funky time of the year where you'll have really great days and then a storm will sweep through or something and drop the temperatures, and that's what's going to be happening this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're about to hit that season where I'll have to wear a coat in April, and I'll be complaining about how cold it is in April.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, I put my plants out on Saturday so they could get a little bit of sunshine and fresh air. And then I just moved them right inside the door because I hadn't looked at the weather. And so I was like, I'll put them back out tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, then I woke up Sunday and just put them right back where they go because they were not going outside.
So you don't put them out now, like to get the rain and stuff, or?
I'll put them out in the rain and stuff, but not the cold.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
How cold did it get? It didn't feel like it was like frost or anything.
I don't know, but they're my indoor plants. So they're like...
That's not a real thing. There's no such thing as an indoor plant, though. All plants grow outside.
Well, these are my indoor babies, so they are temperature sensitive now.
Okay,
They've been inside for a while.
I just picture like back in the caveman days with some caveman's wife going, "No, that's my indoor plant. Bring that back into the cave," or whatever. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because when you really think about it, like all those plants would have started out outside, right? Except for greenhouses and everything.
Right, and that's why I put them outside when it's nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm saying that like my wife has indoor plants too. I know that. It's a thing. It happens.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me, that's all.
Okay.
Moving on. The weather was fantastic over the weekend. And no, I didn't mow my yard, but I did spend pretty much all Saturday out in the garage.
Okay.
Like we're getting ready for a garage sale in a couple of weeks, and I'm starting to move a lot of stuff around and doing some cleaning and stuff. And the weather was nice enough where we haven't quite hit that part of the year yet where it's miserable to be in your garage because there's no breeze or anything in there. And so it was pretty much perfect, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I slept really well that night too because of all the fresh air I got. So yeah, it's great.
And you were doing stuff, so you were like using your energy.
Yeah, I exerted energy. Yeah. And then Sunday I played Mortal Kombat with my son, so that was just a great weekend.
That sounds like a great weekend.
It was. Friday was the opening night for the Sapulpa Community Theater's new show of In the Spirit of Murder. Almost forgot the name of it for a minute. And I did not stay to watch the show. I just hosted it and got it started. And then I kicked out because we're going to watch it on Saturday. And then Lucy, you were telling me that you were initially scheduled to watch it on Saturday, and then some stuff came up, couldn't make it. We're going to try and get her tickets moved over to this next weekend if she's able to go then. But I'll be there this Saturday. My kids will be there. So it should be a pretty great time, I think. And all the things I'm hearing so far from the people who were there said that it is a phenomenal show, which we knew it would be.
I don't know that I have heard or seen a show that wasn't good out of the Sapulpa community.
Well, I mean, to be honest, ever since I got involved, the quality of their shows have started going. No, that's not true. That's the thing is like the first time I went to the show, which was way back in 2018, it was a Christmas show called Yes, Virginia, There's the Santa Claus. And it made me cry. And I remember thinking to myself, it's like, how did how did like nobody else know about this place?
Right.
And they've been around for 30 years, 35 years now at this point. And they had been just kind of humming along as like this great biggest, supposed biggest, best kept secret or whatever you want to call it. And they had these faithful people that came every show, but there just weren't a lot of new folks there. Now, thankfully, that's changed. We're getting a lot more new folks these days. But yes, I've never been to a show there that I did not just enjoy immensely. And that means every family show, the comedy. They did Flowers for Algernon, which is a pretty big dramatic show. They did that a couple of years ago, and it was also just excellent. And I think one of the biggest telltale signs of all of this is that we are getting other community playhouses involved in what we're doing now. Last year, we had a show that was entirely put on by a director and cast from ORU.
Okay.
They came and did a show called Boeing. And again, just a fantastic show. It was a great experience for everybody because we got to see some new folks and they got to bring their show to Sapulpa in front of a new audience, and it was awesome. It was just amazing. So if you haven't been to the, I think the camera might have cut out. If you haven't been to Sapulpa Community Theater show there, you need to come check it out because it is definitely worth it. Go get your tickets now. We are already more than halfway sold out for the second weekend, and we fully expect to be selling that out within the next couple of days for sure. So maybe you'll be there, hopefully. If not, we'll get you on the next one. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
We are starting auditions for the next show. You were talking about maybe auditioning for that, right?
Yeah, I thought about it a lot this last weekend. Maybe. We'll see.
It's a commitment, guys.
I know.
That's the thing.
And it's like baseball's starting up, and so it would be like right as baseball was ending, and so it would be like baseball, heavy baseball, and trying to practice.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I didn't sign up for more than I did, because I feel like between the jobs that you and I both have plus baseball season, it's very similar for us in that regard. Like we run around in the same circles a lot, and then we got baseball on top of that.
Yeah.
So we're busy people, y'all.
Yeah. I don't know. Baseball season just kind of takes over your life.
Yeah, it does. And you let it.
Yeah,
I do.
You do.
Take
I
over
do.
my life for a little while.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was talking about that with a friend of mine this last week. Like, she has a son. He's older, and he plays like basketball, and he played football last year, but he plays baseball. And she's like, football season comes. Woo, we have a game every week. Great. Basketball season comes. Woo, we got a game every week. He's getting into high school, so it's a little bit more. She's like, but baseball, like, my life is over for baseball season. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. So from now through the end of May, for us, it's baseball games a couple times a week, at least.
2. We have 2 games for sure every week.
Yeah, we've got one week where we have a game every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday on all 3 days. Do you guys have any of those?
Yeah, we have 1 week that way.
I think
last
everybody
year,
had 1 week that way.
in our first year of T-ball, our first spring ball, we had 3 games a week, but for like 4 different weeks. So 4 of the 6 weeks, we had 3 games a week.
Oof.
It was terrible.
That's T-ball?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
And then we practiced on, and then we still practiced on Saturdays. I'm like, no wonder we were pretty good.
Yeah, you guys had all the practice and stuff in the world, man. And we've talked about that, like once season starts, where we cut down, we'll probably cut down to 1 practice a week, if that, because we're at the point now where we're just kind of honing it. Everybody's getting good at what they do now, so we're kind of like sharpening up some of those soft spots there. But guys, it's getting busy. We're definitely hitting the event season and everything. Also, we're working on having a garage sale in a couple of weeks, and I know that the 100-mile garage sale will be coming up in May, I believe, right? And so that'll be a lot of fun. Feeling like we're getting into the garage sale season too. That's good. Yeah. Are you a big garage sale person?
I used to go all the time. That was like when I was growing up. We did that every Saturday morning. Dad would get it up. We'd go to the garage sales and we'd come back and he'd make a big breakfast. So.
Oh, that's cool. Before breakfast, that's neat.
Yeah.
I could never do that. My wife wouldn't let me do that.
Oh, yeah.
She has to eat first thing in the morning.
Oh, yeah. See, my dad did not. And for a long time, I couldn't eat. And my dad would make like biscuits and gravy and eggs and sausage and bacon. And pancakes and like a whole spread.
Uh-huh.
And so it was like, I'm not eating all of that as soon as my eyes open. So,
So you have to get out and do stuff and then earn that big breakfast, that big spread breakfast.
yeah, I'm
Like,
not like hungry as soon as my eyes open.
You're not?
Now, when my eyes open, I'm like, coffee. But that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I force myself to wait until I get to work and I go to CTS Coffee and get their lovely coffee there. But that's funny. Do any of you guys do that? Do you guys get breakfast immediately, or do you have to get stuff done before you can go eat breakfast? Let us know in the comments on that because that's kind of a cool question. You're the first person I've ever met that does that, and especially being married as long as I have now. My wife, she gets out of bed and goes to the kitchen table. I mean, that is how she rolls, and so. And I'm still sleeping for like an hour while she's eating breakfast, her oatmeal or whatever.
Yeah.
And occasionally that's not the case, but especially during the week, when we're all getting ready for school. So I just never heard of that before.
Yeah,
because that's what breakfast is. You're breaking the fast that you've had all night long by sleeping.
Oh.
And
Yeah. Like Saturday, we went to baseball practice.
And then had breakfast after?
And I had breakfast after.
So you're not like starving to death while you're out there practicing?
Well, I'm not practicing. I'm just watching.
What about what about Hudson?
No, he eats like as soon as he wakes up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's for you, but not necessarily your whole household.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, my
Okay.
dad was the same way, but like Hudson's not. Like he wakes up and the first thing he says is he tells me what he wants for breakfast, whether that's pancakes or Pop-Tarts or cereal. Like he knows as soon as he wakes up.
Breakfast time.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Okay. That's a little more normal, I think. So speaking of all of that stuff, the weather is something that we're looking at right now. So we had some severe weather on Saturday, and I think I misspoke on the show because I talked about a chance of severe weather on Friday. That never happened, but it was actually Saturday. And I mean, I heard the thunder and everything, didn't really see any evidence that we had any bad weather. Tornado sirens didn't ever go off. We were under a tornado watch, but yeah. Anything in your neck of the woods?
No, so I actually, for the first time ever, went out to the Creek County Speedway, and so that was really cool.
Did you go out on Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay.
So Saturday was Sapulpa night. So if you had Sapulpa on your ID, you got in for free.
Yep.
And they're doing that every Saturday for a different town.
Okay.
And so you can check out their website and you get in for free, which doesn't matter for you because you have Sapulpa address. But
Right.
anyway, so we went out there, but when we left, it was like 10:15. And you could see the lightning like in the distance. So you could see the weather coming in. And as we were sitting in the stands, it was like pretty windy, but not terrible. But by the time we left, it was like a cold, pretty thick wind. And then got home, let the dog out, all the things. And then when I got in bed, you could hear the rain just going. Yeah.
Now, did you have a good time at the Speedway?
I did. Now, I'm so glad that everyone was safe, but there was a few wrecks. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty cool to watch.
Well, I mean, that's why people go, yeah.
Right. I mean, if you've never seen a sprint car wreck and roll and tumble and then just set right back up, like that's pretty cool. That's pretty legit. And so, yeah, no, it was so much fun and I really enjoyed it.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
On this. All right, so did you spot that one particular, it's like you get up there and maybe it's a packed stand, right? Like everybody's sitting down or standing up or whatever, and you've always got this one spot over there on the stadium that nobody sits at. And if you're like me, maybe you don't realize that immediately until the races start, and then you find out why nobody sits there. Did you find that spot in the stadium? And maybe it's different now, but whenever I was there, you didn't sit there because that's where the mud would get flung as they were rounding the corner there.
Well, see, I didn't sit on the corner.
Okay.
I wasn't far enough to be on a corner, so that could have been why I didn't realize it.
Okay.
I was pretty much like in the middle.
And so you didn't get muddy or anything?
No.
Was they flinging mud?
There was a little bit of mud,
Okay.
because the track was wet, and there was quite a bit of dust.
Yeah,
But
I imagine it would have been. But okay, well, so, and I'm not saying that because I learned that the hard way or anything. I was actually smart enough at the time to think, there is a reason that people are not sitting over
sitting
there,
there,
so we're gonna go sit over here.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then when the race started, we found out why. But
Okay.
that's your pro tip for all of you Creek County Speedway people who have not been yet. I guess you're not one of those. you can't be a Creek County Speedway person if you've never been to the Creek County
Right.
Speedway.
Right.
But I'm glad you had a good time.
It was
Sunday.
so cool.
And the whole family went?
No, it was just Adam and I.
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
Hudson didn't go?
No.
Oh, man.
So yeah,
You think he would have liked it?
He was with his dad. Well, he called, and so when the midgets were racing, the midget cars, trophy cars, and so I was like showing him a video and stuff, and he was like, "It's too loud." So
Hudson said that?
yeah. But then
Okay.
yesterday we were talking about it, and I was showing him. He's like, "Okay, now I want to go," and I'm like, "Okay, we'll take you some earmuffs and."
Well, he did the big monster truck thing, right? I mean, is that louder than?
No, actually Adam and I talked about that last night. So the monster truck thing, they turn on and then they turn off. Like they turn on, they vroom vroom, run over stuff, and they turn off.
Yeah, they don't do that.
So it's very
constant.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just
Loud
loud.
all the time for an hour, however long you're there.
20 laps, then you get like 3 minutes while they're changing, and then yeah.
Okay, so be prepared, guys. It is loud for a lengthy amount of time. Might need some earplugs or something. But
Yep.
I'm glad you guys went. That sounds
It
like
was
it was
so
a lot of
fun.
fun. Sweet. Okay. All right, so there's lots of good stuff happening right now. We've got the final weekend for the for the Sapulpa Community Theater coming up this weekend. Be sure to get your tickets for that. They do have a special Thursday showing. That's something they added about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And it is paying off. I mean, we are filling that one up just as much as we are the other ones now. So we did have a couple other things that we wanted to make sure we told you guys about because we're hitting some deadlines here. And one thing we forgot. So it was also the opening weekend at the TP Drive-In. Did you happen to hear back from Sarah?
I didn't
on
hear
that?
back from Sarah.
Well, I did hear from a former programming director, and he said that it sounded like it was a pretty good turnout. I do think, Muppet Movie and Saturday Night Fever, it's kind of a smaller subset of people that are going to be interested in that kind of a show. And so that might have to do with a smaller turnout. But they're open. Next week is going to be Minecraft, this weekend, I guess. And so they're expecting a good turnout for that. I just need to know if they're going to bring back their Wednesday $10 carload or whatever it was. that they
Okay,
had.
I'll
So
find-
yeah,
I'll
we're
ask
going to
that
find that out
question.
and let everybody know because that is going to be awesome. And the $2 hot dogs and everything else.
Yeah.
That was a fun time, guys. Man, hope they
Okay.
bring that back. So anyway, TP Drive-In is also open. Be sure to go check that out. We'll share more when we have more to share on that. It is the last day to pre-order the potatoes. Tomorrow is the last day for the Friends of the Library Baked Potato Sale. That is happening on April the 5th, but you have to pre-order your potatoes by the end of the day tomorrow. And Lucy, I've been talking a lot. I'll let you talk about that. Why don't you tell them what
That's
they get
okay.
with the
I'm just
potato.
hanging out listening. On your potatoes, you can get a regular potato or you can get a sweet potato. And it comes with all the toppings. You can get one for $8 or two for $15. If you want to group together at the office, they will deliver in town if there's four or more orders. Blah. This is why you're doing all the talking today.
More orders. Yeah.
So you cannot call the day of, you cannot walk in and get your potato, you have to
Do it.
pre-order. So talk to all your friends in the office today and order those for tomorrow. Order them by tomorrow,
Order them by the end of the day tomorrow
Yep.
if you want them on
Friday.
Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, Friday, April 4th. That's right. Okay. And then Saturday, we've got a couple of big things. There's more events coming up, but we like to hold that till Wednesday. But a couple of things are like big deals, so we're telling you now to prepare for it. And one of them is brand new. The Sapulpa FFA plant sale is also happening on Saturday. This will be over in the parking lot of the Woodlawn building, okay? And so I think they're gonna make it available to the teachers and stuff first earlier in the week. Saturday will be the first time it's open to the public. They'll also be doing this during the high school art show, or the Sapulpa School art show. I don't think it's just high school, but the art show that they do later on in the month. So if you don't get the chance to see it this coming Saturday and you want to catch it a little later this month, you can do that. We do have this event available now at the Sapulpa Community Calendar. It's sapulpatime.com/calendar. So you can go and check out more information there if you need to. But I'm telling you guys now, so if you want to get an early start on it and get the best pickers of the plants this Saturday, then you can do that as well. And then what else? There's something else happening Saturday.
Yes.
The Kite Festival.
The Kite Festival. You can join us, Sapulpa Parks, at Hollier Park. We'll have Line 'em Up Grill. They'll be coming out with their food truck to feed us all. You do have to pay for the food. So
Yeah.
I don't want to.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you have to pay for. You come in, you get a free kite. There's art stuff. There's face painting. You get to watch the Tulsa Sky Club. All the things. So come out and join us. It'll be so much fun. It looks like with all the rain that we're supposed to be getting, that we're gonna have some good wind on Saturday. So it'll be a good time.
Yep. It'll be nice and cool. And my question on that was, did you guys ever find out who was going to be bringing the food truck this time? I think initially you were hoping that
Yeah, Line 'em Up. I just said that.
You did. I missed it. Okay. Who was it?
Line 'em Up Grill.
Oh, really? Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry. Well, I was still sad about not having the chocolate girls down there, but
yeah.
I mean, you can get them anytime you want the chocolate girls over at the James Kelly Brewing Company, which is turning into like the music hotspot of Sapulpa now.
I know. I heard.
They're having live music there every week.
Every
It
Thursday.
seems like, yeah. And then on top of that, we've got live music that happens in the upstairs on the cookery. And so, yeah, guys, Sapulpa is turning into the next Nashville. Or something.
Update. I got a text from the Conte group.
Great.
And they are going to show Minecraft for the next 2 weeks. Opening weekend was packed and full, went so well. They were very pleased with the turnout.
Great.
They will be doing a special evening on April 16th for Easter. Details to come on that.
Okay.
And Wednesday carloads will be coming back starting in May.
Okay. Yay. Wednesday carloads. Yay. You gotta wait till May though. That's okay.
You gotta wait for school to get out.
It'll get sorry. Man. It'll get me through baseball season and stuff, and then we'll get to the Wednesday.
Well, yeah, you got to think like I'm not going to a drive-in on a Wednesday night when Hudson has school on Thursday. If we're being totally honest.
That's true.
So May's a really good.
Yeah, wait till school gets out.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, I guess it makes sense. But I'm just really thrilled that they're bringing that back for sure. So, okay, guys. Well, that is all of the news and stuff. I actually do have a joke today.
Okay. I do not.
Okay. All right. So
let's hope it's good.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
So everybody knows about Carpe Diem, which means to seize the day. Not so many people know about Imodium, which says don't sneeze today. And for those of you who don't get that, you need to go look up what Imodium does. All right. And that's your factoid for today.
All right.
/ joke. I don't know. Tell your friends or don't. I don't care. Kind of a crap.
How do you measure a snake?
How do you motor a snake?
Measure
a snake. By length. I don't know how.
Inches, because they don't have no feet.
I can't believe you go in here making me all confident and everything because you're like, I don't have a joke.
I didn't.
And then you go and tell a joke that throws my joke just completely out of the water.
That was a good one.
basically.
I forgot about that one.
Oh my gosh. That's a good one too. Good job. I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
All right, guys, that's the show for today. We'll see you again on Wednesday where we talk about all things happening on the town that we love. See you guys then. Have a great Monday, everybody. Bye-bye.